Hello, everybody, and welcome to an opening of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster Box Pendulum Evolution. Now, this box came out back in 2017 and was supporting the Pendulum archetype, or just the Pendulum summoning mechanic in general. Now, the main reason why I'm opening one of these is because Pendulum Magicians. I want Pendulum Magicians, and as such, I am going to open a box and just see what we get. But first, I'm going to have to change this recording angle because this just won't be working. So I'll be back in a second. All right, so I just grabbed some of my other Yu-Gi-Oh! Boxes from my collection. And why don't we just go ahead and get straight into the opening. So now, I'm not a Yu-Gi-Oh! Expert on like what the stuff is that you want from the set, but I just know I don't. Oh, and look, here's one of them already. Black Fang Magician. It's a spellcaster pendulum, which reads, this card is always treated as an Xyz Dragon card. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, I can target a dark spellcaster in my graveyard and special summon it. It's Pendulum Scale 8, level 4, and its Pendulum effect. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Stack becomes half its attack until the end of this turn, then destroy this card. So, Black Fang Magician. Another important card for the Pendulum Magician strategy, Star Pendulum Graph. It says, your opponent cannot target spellcaster-type monsters you control with spell cards or effects. If a face-up Magician Pendulum monster card leaves your monster zone or pendulum zone, add one Magician Pendulum monster from your deck to your hand. I can only use this effect once per turn. Doomstar Magician. Satellar Knight Zephyrxiton, if that's what it is, for Zephyrs. And then Ritual Beast Tamer Zephyrampelica. Actually, do I want to... Actually, I'll keep Doomstar Magician as a side deck option. But, yeah, I'm really excited to be opening up Pendulum Evolution. I think I've only opened up... Oh, I gotta scoot a chair up, because otherwise I'm gonna hurt my back. But yeah, I haven't really opened up much Pendulum Evolution. You know, people say it's one of the worst sets, but, you know, as a Pendulum player, a hardcore Pendulum player, because Pendulum was the format that introduced me to the game. So, you know, it holds a special place in my heart. Ooh, Harmonizing Magician. Yes, Spellcaster Pendulum Tuner Effect. Level 4 Dark Spellcaster. Perfect for making something like your Enlightenment Paladin. Pendulum Effect. All monsters you control gain 100 attack and defense for each face-up Magician Pendulum monster with different names in your extra deck. Cannot be special summoned from... Now, these effects can get quite long. So, I'm just letting you know now. Cannot be special summoned from the extra deck. Cannot be used as a material for Fusion, Sync, or Xyz summon unless all other materials are Magician Pendulum monsters. When this card is Pendulum summoned from the hand, you can special summon one Magician Pendulum monster from your deck in defense position, except Harmonizing Magician, but it has its effects negated. Also, banish and release the field. I can only use this effect once per turn. It's a hard once per turn. Double Iris Magician. There we go. It's limited at 1. So this card, I believe, was pretty good back during the Pendulum Magician format. Now, the thing is with cards like Black Fang Magician, Double Iris Magician, and hopefully soon, if we see it, Purple Poison and White Wing, I think it's White Wing Magician. So they're all essentially level 4 spellcaster versions of the 4-dimension dragons, which basically means it's easier to get out Zark. And there's a card, which is one of the cover cards, Astrograph Sorcerer, which basically allows you to get out a Supreme King Dragon Zark from the extra deck. Now, Astrograph Sorcerer is banned, so take that as you will. Dragon Pulse Magician. I believe the Dragon Pulse Magician is also used a lot. 1800 buy vanilla. Then another Doomstar Magician, which I'll put over here. Then a Zephraxi Treasure of the Yang Zing. Yeah, for more Zephyrs. And I don't know, Zephyr's always been a weird archetype. It's like there's so many cards in Zephyr that go with other archetypes. And, you know, if I could just open this pack for me, that would be great. And Pendulum Evolution booster boxes aren't that expensive. They're about... I mean, the one I paid $60 for this box, which isn't that bad. Oh, there it is. Purple Poison Magician. Level 4 Spellcaster. Dark Pendulum. Once per turn, if your Dark Spellcaster type monster declares or battles, Before damage calculation, you can activate this effect. That monster gains 1200 attack until the end of the damage step, and then destroy this card. This card is always treated as a Fusion Dragon card. Also, just so you know now, White Wing Magician is treated as a Synchro Dragon card, as in like the name Synchro Dragon, not like it's typing. Like as in Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. Sure, it's a dragon type pendulum monster, but it's a pendulum dragon, you see. It gets kind of confusing when you explain to people. But if this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, I can target one face-up card on the field, destroy it. Another Star Pendulum Graph. Oath Dragon Magician, which is very good. I believe it's also used in Pendulum Dragon. Pendulum Dragon? Pendulum Magician. It is cold in this room. I just got a breeze. Anyway, Rescue Hamster and Dragon's Mirror, which if I do ever get Zark or something, I will be using Dragon's Mirror. So Dragon's Mirror is a good fusion card. Allows me to fusion summon by banishing fusion materials this on from the field or graveyard, not from the hand like a polymerization. So, oh, another purple poison. Oh, and there it is, the cover card of this set, or one of the cover cards. This is Astrograph Sorcerer. It's a level 7 dark spellcaster pendulum. Pendulum effect during your main phase. That something came through and I had to decline it. Pendulum effect during your main phase, you can destroy this card, and if you do, add one Stargazer Magician from your hand or deck and either place it in your pendulum zone or special summon it. You can only use this effect of Astrograph Sorcerer once per turn. The text. This text gets really long, so just bear with me, won't you? If a card or cards you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. Then you can choose one monster in the graveyard, extra deck, or that is banished, and that was destroyed this turn. Add one monster with the same name from your deck to your hand. You can banish this card you control, plus 4 monsters from your hand, field, and or graveyard. One each with Pendulum Dragon, Xyz Dragon, Synchro Dragon, and Fusion Dragon in their names. Special summon one Supreme King Zark from your extra deck. This is treated as a fusion summon. So that's your Astrograph Sorcerer for you. Anyway, Pendulum Reborn. It's like a Monster Reborn, but for pendulums as a trap card. Special summon one face-up pendulum monster from your extra deck or pendulum monster from your graveyard. Clifford Scout. And then Foucault's Cannon. I don't think that's used in Pendulum Magician, so we're not gonna bother with that. These damn card packs. I get this glue is like a couple years old. Shit. I get it, but still. Harmonizing Magician, again. Purple Poison. Pendulum Shift. I guess I'll use that. Unwavering Bond. It's for the opponent, but not do that. Ooh, a Fusion Monster. My favorite type of summoning mechanic, by the way. Metal Fours or Calc. 2 Metal Foes monsters. However, I don't really have Metal Foes, so don't expect any Metal Foes. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead, move those over here. I'm gonna just go ahead and dump out the packs. So there we go. I'll just leave that as, well, whatever. You know, some about opening Yu-Gi-Oh packs. I know people are saying, oh, buy singles, don't buy boosters. But like, I don't know, I like opening packs. Some about it. It's nice and fun. It's relaxing. That's all I gotta say about that. Oh, there it is. White Wing. Ooh, I don't know what rarity this is, but God, that looks sexy as hell. See that? All right, level 4, Wind Spellcaster Pendulum Tuner effect. Once per turn, when an activated card or effect that resolves that targets a dark spellcaster type monster you control, negate that activation, then destroy the effect. This card is always treated as a Synchro Dragon card. This Pendulum Summon card is used for Synchro Summon. Banish it. Another Harmonizing Magician. Time Gazer Magician. Level 3, Dark Spellcaster. It's a Pendulum, of course. Well, as is pretty much every monster in this set that, well, is into fusion, I think, or something, I don't know. You must control no monsters to activate this card. If a pendulum monster you control battles, your opponent cannot activate trap cards until the end of the damage step, unless you have a Magician or Odd Eyes card in your other pendulum scale, then it becomes 4. Yeah, sure. Echo Oscillation. You can target one card in your Pendulum zone, destroy it, and then draw a card. You can only use this effect of Echo Oscillation once per turn. Then Odd Eyes Fusion. Fusion summon a dragon-type monster from your extra deck. Using monsters from your hand or field as fusion materials. If your opponent controls 2 or more monsters and you control none, you can also use up to 2 Odd Eyes monsters in your extra deck for the fusion materials. You can only activate 1 Odd Eyes Fusion per turn. Yes, hard ones per turn. Might as well tell you all now, in case you don't know, a little Yu-Gi-Oh fact. There's a thing called a hard once per turn and a soft once per turn. Hard once per turn basically says you can only activate this effect of insert card's name here once per turn. That's a hard once per turn. Soft once per turn says you can only use this effect once this turn. Basically, you can use it multiple times on different copies. You just can't use the same one. Another Astrograph Sorcerer. Chronograph Sorcerer. Now this is a card we need. Level 6, scale 8, dark, Pendulum Spellcaster. Well, it's Pendulum Magician, so of course it will be. During your main phase, you can destroy this card, and if you do, take 1 time Gaze of Magician from your hand or deck, and either place it in your Pendulum Zone or special summon it. You can only use this effect with Chronograph Sorcerer once per turn. If a card you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. Then you can special summon 1 monster from your hand. You can banish this card you control plus 4 monsters from your hand, field, and or graveyard, 1 each with Pendulum Dragon, Xyz Dragon, Synchro Dragon, and Fusion Dragon and their names. Special summon 1 Supreme King Zark from your extra deck. This is treated as a fusion summon. Wait. Why? Hold up a minute. Hold up a dang minute. I might be seeing things, but... Did they copy over because look, here's the effect of Astrograph Sorcerer. Hold on, I'm not holding that right. Here's the effect of Astrograph. And here's the effect of Chronograph. They both look like... Oh, no, never mind. I'm just dumb. Next. Rare Metal Foes Bismugear? I'm not really playing Metal Foes, but okay. Clifford Monolith? Don't care. Ooh, Archfiend's Eccentric. You know, I do have a Fiend deck, so I might put this in there if I get another good card, maybe. I don't know, but Archfiend's Eccentric. Skill 7, Light Fiend, level 3. You can target one other spell trap on the field, destroy it, and this card you can only use this effect once per turn. Regular effect, I contribute this card, then target 1 monster on the field, destroy it. I can only use this effect once per turn. Neat shit. Anyway, so how's y'all's day going? You know, it's a Friday afternoon. It's a little rainy, but, you know, it is what it is. It's 2021, everything sucks. Another Black Fang. Another Chronograph. Ooh, yes. Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon. This card can be very good when you're playing Pendulums and you need a good fusion monster. 1 Odd Eyes monster plus 1 Pendulum monster. I already have a ton of Odd Eyes monsters, so that's easy. When this card is special summoned, you can target 1 face-up attack position. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't... You all... Oh, shit. You all can't even read this, can you? When this card is special summoned, you can target 1 face-up attack position monster your opponent controls, return it to the hand. During either player's turn, when a spell or trap or another monster's effect is activated, I can shuffle 1 face-up Pendulum monster from your extra deck into the deck, negate the activation. If I do destroy it, I can only use each effect of Odd Eyes Vortex once per turn. Card's good for Odd Eyes Fusion. It's good Odd Eyes Fusion target. Metal Foes Crimsonite. Metal Foes plus 2 monsters with 3,000 or less attacks. So, you know, it could work for Metal Foes using that other Metal Foes card we got. But I'm not really counting on it. Pendulum Storm. Destroy as many cards in each player's Pendulum Zone as possible. Then you can destroy 1 spell or trap your opponent controls. Neat. These dang packs, I tell you, they can become so hard to open. Another Black Fang. See, now, the thing with Pendulum Magician, is that it's a very easy to build deck. Because, like, you only need... Because, like, a lot of the cards come in Pendulum Evolution. I think, like, just for some other choice cards, you gotta go into some other sets, but, you know. Zephyr Defiant Strike, Satellar Knight Zephyr-Thuyan, Hypno Sister, okay. Then Time Pendulum Graph, a very important card for Pendulum Magician strategy. It's a continuous trap. Your opponent cannot target spellcaster monsters you control with trap cards or effects. You can only use the following effects of Time Pendulum Graph once per turn. You can target one Magician Pendulum card in your Monster Zone or Pendulum Zone. One card your opponent controls, destroy them. Then if this effect did not destroy 2 cards, you can send a card on the field to the graveyard. Neat. Why am I putting that over there? That should be going right there. I might give you all a deck profile at the end, but that's only if I built it. And I probably will. So yeah. Expect to see a Pendulum Magician deck profile. Let's see. Another Astrograph. Another Double Iris. Another Hypno Sister. Tuning Magician. That card will actually be pretty good for this. Then Guiding Ariadne. I actually have this card, actually. I think it was from a reprint. But, no Hypno Sister. These two will be going. Because I know, like, for a card like Enlightenment Paladin, I think that first came out in Breakers of Shadow. And I'll probably just buy singles for that one. Because, you know, buying singles better than boosters, and I'm not guaranteed to get a Enlightenment Paladin from a core set. Another White Wing Magician, another Star Pendulum Graph, Rescue Hamster, Summoner's Art, which actually is useful, so there it goes. Timebreaker Magician. Yeah, sure, why not? Then there's more than that, and then that there. All right, we're on to our last 3 packs of our first side. Star Pendulum Graph, Purple Poison again, Echo Oscillation again, Metal Foes, Adamante, and then Zephraniu. Okay, that's great. However, given as I give no shits, another Time Pendulum Graph. Ooh, yes. This is a card we need. Oh, before we get to it though, Monofos Adamante, Echo Oscillation, then another Yang Zing. But let's talk about this card, shall we? Time Star Magician. This is another cover card of the box, along with, I think actually, is Chronograph? Yep, Chronograph Sorcerer. So I have all 3 cover cards. Neat. And in case you don't know, a cover card is basically what comes on the pack art. So on the pack art, we have Astrograph Magician, or Astrograph Sorcerer, Chronograph Sorcerer, and Time Star Magician. So, 2 level 4 Magician Pendulum monsters must be Xyz summoned with the above materials. Once per turn, you can detach 1 Xyz material from this card, add to your hand 1 Dark Spellcaster type monster from your deck, graveyard, or face-up extra deck. Once per turn, if a Pendulum monster card or cards in your Monster Zone or Pendulum Zone would be destroyed by battle or card effect, I can send a Spellcaster type monster from my deck to the graveyard instead. So, that card will definitely be going there. One card I want to really hunt for is Nirvana High Paladin. However, that thing is a bitch to summon. I love Nirvana High Paladin, especially when Yuya summoned it against Jack in the anime, the Arc 5 anime. I really liked how that worked, and like it was just so cool for me. As Arc 5 is probably one of my other favorite Yu-Gi-Oh series. Double Iris Magician, White Wing Magician. So over here you go. Then Metal Foes Counter. Metal Foes Orichalc, and then a Zephraniu, but we don't care about Zephraniu, do we? No, we sure the frick don't. Final pack of the first side. Let's do it. Another Time Star, another White Wing, Noble Dragon Magician. That card might be useful. Oh, a Master Pendulum, the Draco Slayer. This card would hint at the future Draco Slayer archetype. That's cool. It's cool. Neat shit. And then Lecter Pendulum, the Drake Overlord. Okay, I was just making sure that that wasn't a full pack. So, we got some more packs to go. Oh, by the way, this is a first edition box, so all these cards are first ed. And it says so on the pack, in case you're wondering. Purple Poison, Star Pendulum Graph. Yeah. Pendulum Storm, Echo Oscillation, and Time Gazer Magician. I know I'm not going too in-depth, but that's because I've already talked about the cards that I pull, unless I pull something that's, you know, super, super good. But yeah, I guess I should give a bit of history on Pendulum Magician. So Pendulum Magician was originally a Tier 1 deck back in the July 2017 format, you know, when it was really good. Anyway, Noble Dragon, Dragon Pulse, Zephyr Divine Strike, don't care, Double Iris, White Wing, there they are. Yeah, so Pendulum Magicians were a Tier 1 deck back in the 2017 format in July, I believe. So, they were good for a time, then they just kind of fell off once Master Rule 4 came in. And as we all know, Master Rule 4 essentially killed pendulums at the time. So, Time Pendulum Graph, Black Fang, Guiding Ariadne, Odd-Eyes Vortex, and the Metal Foes, Crimsonite. Guess, Guiding Ariadne, you over there. And the rest can go over here. Well, I wonder if you need any other cards. I know, like, you need some from, like, starter structure decks, I think. I don't know. I'll look it up later. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Astrograph Sorcerer. Chronograph Sorcerer. Hypno Sister. And actually, Zephyroxy. I guess I must have been wrong. I guess Breakers of Shadow must have come out before Pendulum Evolution. And I say that because in Breakers of Shadow, Enlightenment Paladin was the cover card. Well, look who just so happened to make his way in. It's Enlightenment Paladin. I guess I'll read it. Pendulum Enlightenment Paladin, a level 8 Dark Spellcaster Synchro effect, 1 tuner and 1 or more non-tuner monsters. So perfect for something like White Wing and Double Iris and stuff. So that's cool. I don't really have much else to say, but let's read the effect. If this card is synchro summoned using a Magician Pendulum monster as material, you can target 1 spell card in your graveyard, add to your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. When this card destroys an opponent monster by battle, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's original attack. So, there you go. I like Enlightenment Paladin. And fun fact, you used Enlightenment Paladin and I believe Tuning Magician to go into his Nirvana High Paladin, which came out in Breakers of Shadow, not Breakers of Shadow, the Dark Illusions. Double Iris again, harmonizing. Dragon Pit, we'll be using that. Oath Dragon and Tuning Magician. Always takes so much force sometimes to open these cards. Harmonizing Magician, Double Iris, Amazing Pendulum. Oh yes. Okay. Actually, hold on. Amazing Pendulum. If you have no cards in your Pendulum zones, add up to 2 Magician Pendulum monsters from different names from your extra deck to your hand. You can activate once per turn. That's not what we care about. That's not what we care about. What's next? Perform Power Skull Acrobat Joker. This is banned, but you know what? I'm gonna use it anyway. I don't care. Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon. 2 level 7s. It's an Xyz Dragon Water attribute. Look at that, though. Look at how beautiful that is. 2 level 7s. When any player's monster declares an attack, you can detach 1 Xyz material from this card, negate it, then special summon 1. Then you can special summon 1 Odd Eyes from your hand or graveyard. If this Xyz summon card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 Odd Eyes from your extra deck, except Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon. You can use this effect once per turn. Now, sadly, I don't know if these cards came out, but Odd Eyes Rebellion Dragon and Odd Eyes Raging Dragon are 2 other Xyz Dragon monsters, which I really want, which I'll try to hunt down someday. Unless they want to bless me and have them come out in this set, but okay. Time Star again. Astrograph again. Ooh, shit, we coming in the good shit. Magical Abductor. Spell counters. I don't really... it might be a good side deck option. But now, Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. So this will be a good addition to the deck. And a card that can actually be good for the Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon. Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon. 1 tuner and 1 or more non-tuner monsters. This is a fire attribute level 7 dragon synchro monster. When this card is special summoned, you can target 1 card in your Pendulum zone, special summon it. Also, this card cannot attack for the rest of the turn. You can use this effect of Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon once per turn. Monsters in your opponent's possession cannot activate their effects during the battle phase. Neat. But yeah, I really wish I had Odd Eyes Raging Dragon and Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon, because I love those. Now, Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon I already have. Odd Eyes Raging Dragon and Odd Eyes Rebellion Dragon. Those look the coolest. Time Star Magician. Pendulum Graph. Ooh, a card that's really good. Not Oracle of Zephyr. Elector. Pendulum Call. Discard 1 card. Add 2 Magician Pendulum monsters with different names from your deck to your hand. Also, until the end of your opponent's next turn after this card resolves, Magician cards in your Pendulum zones cannot be destroyed by battle or cannot be destroyed by card effects. You can only activate 1 Pendulum card per turn. You cannot activate this card if you activate a Magician. Pendulum monsters affect this turn. All right. Last pack of Pendulum Evolution. PEVO. Let's see what we get. Harmonizing Magician. Chronograph so well. It's level 6. Okay, I thought it was level 7. Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon. Amazing Pendulum. Oh, but here's a level 7. Dharma Eye Magician. This card says, once per turn, you can reveal 1 Pendulum Magician monster in your hand. Or Pendulum monster in your hand, sorry. Then target 1 Magician monster in your Pendulum zone. That target's Pendulum scale becomes the same as the revealed Pendulum monsters until the end of the turn, even if it leaves the field. While this Pendulum summon card is on the field, Magician Pendulum monsters you control cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects during the turn this card is Pendulum summoned. And with that, that is the end of Pendulum Evolution. Now, to show you all exactly how much Pendulum Magician stuff you can get from this box, or from this set. I bought a whole box. Okay. 24 packs from each box. Here's how much is non-Pendulum Magician related stuff. Okay. There's that. And then for Pendulum Magician related stuff, all of this. Some of it, not all of it can even fit in the damn frame. So, with that, I want to thank you all so much for watching. If I make a deck profile, I'll upload it here and it'll come out. But if I don't, well, then I don't. So, thank you all for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.